The tracks of his family are already fading. At 82, Ivan knows the law of the ice. Those who cannot keep up are left behind. 68 degrees below zero. The air is not just cold, it is a physical weight pressing against his lungs. He does not watch them leave. He turns his back on the past and faces the empty white void. But he is not alone. The watcher has been trailing the sleds for days, waiting for a straggler to fall. The first step is the hardest. His joints are rusted with age, but to stop moving is to accept death. He measures distance not in miles, but in heartbeats, 1 foot in front of the other, fighting the urge to lie down. The wind searches for weakness. It finds the gaps in his furs, driving the frost deep against his skin. The bird exerts no energy. It knows the cold will do the work. It simply has to wait. Twilight brings the true cold. He spots a hardened drift, the only thing between him and freezing tonight. He begins to dig. It is slow, brutal work, hacking a grave in the snow that he hopes will save his life. He crawls into the frozen earth, burying himself like an animal to escape the killing wind. He seals the tomb tight. The screaming of the storm instantly dulls to a muffled roar. Darkness is absolute. His own ragged breathing is the only proof that he is still alive. The shivering begins, a violent, exhausting dance the body performs to keep the blood from freezing. Outside, the watcher has not left. It sits on his roof, patient as the ice itself. Hypothermia whispers to him. It promises that sleep will be warm and that the pain will stop. His mind begins to drift. The line between the dream and the deadly cold begins to blur. He snaps awake. He knows that if he closes his eyes for too long, he will never open them again. He forces his blood to move. He eats the snow that freezes his tongue just to stay awake. Dawn brings light, but no heat. The sun rises on a world that wants him dead. He breaks the seal of his grave. The sun blinds him, sharp and indifferent. His blood is thick sludge. Every joint is rusted shut. Standing up takes everything he has left. The storm has wiped the world clean. The tracks of his clan are gone forever. The pouch is empty. Hunger is a sharper pain than the cold, and it is just beginning. The watcher is still here. It looks strong. It knows that one of them will eat the other eventually. He forces himself to move. To stay at the empty camp is to die. He must find the open water. A crack in the world. A faint wisp of steam rising from the ice, the sign of open water below. He listens. Beneath the frozen armor of the sea, life is moving in the black depths. The old iron hook. It has taken 100 seals in his lifetime. He prays for one last catch. Now the waiting game begins. The old man against the sea, a statue of hunger carved in ice. A single bubble breaks the surface. The lungs of the ocean are rising to breathe. He becomes the ice. He stops his own heart to hear the heartbeat of the prey. The strike is sudden. The hook bites deep, and the line goes taut with the weight of life. The seal fights for the deep. The old man fights for tomorrow. It is a tug of war against death. With a final scream of muscle, He drags the prize from the dark water into the light. He ends it quickly. There is no cruelty here, only the ancient exchange of blood for breath. The watcher draws closer. It demands its tax. In the Arctic, nothing is wasted. The heat of the kill rises like smoke. He must eat now, while the blood is still warm. Raw liver, pure energy. He feels the warmth spreading through his chest like a fire. He pays the tax. Today they both eat. Today death has been pushed back one more day. The reprieve is short. On the horizon, the sky collapses. A wall of white is coming to swallow the world. He knows this sign. It is not just wind, it is the white death. He has minutes to find cover. He cannot leave the meat. It is his life fuel. He binds the burden to his back, heavy and wet. The storm hits like a hammer. In seconds, the horizon is erased. Up and down become the same shade of white. Visibility drops to zero. He is walking inside a cloud, guided only by the wind on his right cheek. Even the master of the wind is grounded. The watcher seeks shelter in the shadow of the man. The ice is treacherous when you cannot see it. A single slip here means a broken bone, and a broken bone means death. He falls. The weight of the meat, the very thing that keeps him alive, now tries to pin him to the ground. Through the blinding white, a shadow emerges, a rock face, an iceberg, or just a hallucination. It is real, stone, a small overhang in the cliff, a fortress against the wind. The wind screams outside, but here, the air is still. He has found the only dry place in 100 miles. His hands are tour, ning into claws. The dexterity is gone. He has to fight his own fingers just to open the pack. The seal offers a second gift. Its meat gives strength, but its fat gives fire. It is the oil of life. Steel and stone, the oldest magic. He has to make the spark catch, or he will freeze in the dark. Strike nothing, strike nothing. The cold dampens everything, even the spark. A heartbeat of red light. He feeds it breath, coaxing the tiny star to live. The oil catches. A thick, smoky flame erupts, pushing the shadows back into the corners. For the first time in days, the shivering stops. The heat is a memory of home. The watcher comes in from the cold. There are no enemies tonight, only two hearts beating against the storm. He sleeps. The fire guards him, the bird watches him, and the storm waits for morning. The fire is dead. The warmth is gone, but the blood in his veins is still moving. The storm has scrubbed the world clean. The silence is absolute, ringing in his ears like a bell. It is a new world. The path he walked yesterday is gone, buried under 10 feet of white iron. He does not look back. The old man who lay down to die is gone. Only the survivor remains. They move together now, the man and the shadow, walking toward the edge of the earth. He sees it, a break in the white line, a flaw in the horizon. Smoke, vertical and steady, the sign of a camp that has survived the storm. The watcher knows. It takes flight leading the way. Its job is done. He is not forgotten. He is not lost. He is simply late. The ice takes the weak, but it respects the strong. Today, the old man walks home.